Section 1. A dark day dawns, the invasion of Ukraine. On February 24, 2022, the world watched in shock as Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Explosions rocked major cities as Russian troops poured across the border. The invasion was the culmination of months of escalating tensions between the two countries. Russian President Vladimir Putin claimed the invasion was necessary to protect Russian speakers in Ukraine and to prevent Ukraine from joining NATO, a military alliance of Western countries. Ukraine, however, was determined to defend its sovereignty. Ordinary citizens took up arms alongside the Ukrainian military to resist the invasion. The international community condemned Russia's actions, with many countries imposing sanctions on Russia. The United States, the European Union, and other allies provided military and humanitarian aid to Ukraine. The invasion sent shockwaves through the global economy. Energy prices soared as Western nations sought to reduce their dependence on Russian oil and gas. The conflict also raised fears of a wider war in Europe, something not seen since World War II. The world held its breath, uncertain of what the future held. Section 2. Early battles and shifting lines. The initial phase of the war was marked by fierce fighting. Russian forces made rapid advances in the south, capturing the city of Kherson and advancing towards the port city of Odessa. In the north, Russian troops attempted to capture the capital city of Kyiv, but were met with fierce resistance from Ukrainian defenders. As the war dragged on, the tide began to turn. Ukrainian forces, armed with Western weapons and aided by intelligence sharing, inflicted heavy losses on the invading Russian army. By the summer of 2022, Russia's advance had stalled, and Ukraine began to launch counteroffensives, liberating occupied territories. Despite the setbacks, Russia continued its assault, relentlessly bombarding Ukrainian cities and infrastructure. Millions of Ukrainians were forced to flee their homes, seeking refuge in neighboring countries. The humanitarian crisis escalated with widespread shortages of food, water, and medical supplies. Security. Section 4. The tide turns, Ukraine fights back. Throughout 2023 and 2024, the conflict in Ukraine raged on, a bloody stalemate punctuated by fierce battles and shifting front lines. Despite facing a larger and better equipped enemy, Ukrainian forces demonstrated remarkable resilience and determination, repelling Russian assaults and launching daring counteroffensives. In a stunning turn of events in August 2024, Ukrainian forces launched a major incursion into Russia's Kursk region, marking the largest foreign attack on Russian soil since World War II. The bold offensive, while eventually repelled, sent shockwaves through Russia and underscored Ukraine's resolve to take the fight to the invaders. Despite facing mounting losses and international isolation, Russia showed no signs of relenting. The Kremlin poured more troops and resources into the conflict, determined to achieve its objectives. The war had evolved into a grinding war of attrition, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. Section 5. A glimmer of hope, peace talks, and prisoner exchange. After years of brutal conflict, a glimmer of hope emerged in May 2025. Representatives from Russia and Ukraine met in Istanbul for a new round of peace talks. While expectations were low, the talks resulted in a significant breakthrough, a large-scale prisoner exchange. On May 16, 2025, in a carefully choreographed exchange, Russia and Ukraine each released 1,000 prisoners of war. The exchange, the largest since the conflict began, was a rare moment of humanity amid the brutality of war. Families torn apart by the conflict were reunited, offering a poignant reminder of the human cost of the fighting. Despite the prisoner exchange, broader peace goals remained elusive. Russia's President Putin did not attend the talks, sending a lower-level delegation, while Ukrainian President Zelensky was present, emphasizing Ukraine's commitment to finding a peaceful resolution. The international community, while cautiously optimistic, stressed the need for concrete steps towards a lasting ceasefire and a political solution. Section 6. An Uncertain Future.